Hey you guys, what is up? What is happening? What is going on with you today? I am Ashley with AHM Artistry, and in this video today, I'm going to be reviewing and trying on the brand new Milk Makeup MVPs set that came out for holiday 2019 at Sephora. This set retails for $39, and I, for one, have been wanting to try some more Milk Makeup products. And when I saw this collection come out, I was like, this is perfect. This is a perfect time. There's 7 minis in here to try out, and it's supposed to be their best sellers and their favorites. I have tried just a couple of the products in here, so I do have a couple things to say about the ones I've tested so far, and I want to see how everything else tests out and works out and feels and goes. Now, this is going to be the first of many holiday makeup launches that I will be reviewing over here on my channel, so if you are not subscribed and you want to make sure that you see all of those makeup launches that I'm going to be trying on and trying out and letting you guys know about, make sure to tap that little subscribe button down below. That way you get notified when I post those videos, as well as all my other videos that I do, because I post about 3 times a week and you do not want to miss out on any of that. But today we're going to be focusing on this milk set, and if you guys want to see me try it on and see what I have to say about everything, how everything wears and how everything feels, then you're in the right place. So all you need to do now is, if you know, you know, but I'm going to tell you if you don't, sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Boop! So I don't think we need to spend too long on specifications and details about this because it's pretty cut and dry. But basically, like I said, this is Milk Makeup's launch set for the holiday season. One of them that they came out with comes with 7 of the mini sizes. And I believe these products in here that they included are supposed to be Milk's best sellers, MVP, most valuable players. Yeah, that makes it most valuable products. Oh. I like that. I like that milk. The entire set retails for $39, but the original value is $109, and that is if you were to purchase each individual one, because they do sell a lot of these minis as a single. Actually, I think all of them they sell as mini singles now. But anyways, if you were to add up all of that in the bag, that would be $109. So it does include this really cute, super adorable Milk Makeup bag, and I like that it's very structured and it stands up nice. It feels very sturdy. It feels like they're full sizes, but in a small one, so it doesn't feel cheap at all. And I'm really excited to try all of these out for you guys and let you guys know how they perform, how they work. So when I test out this kit today, I'm going to be shooting for more of like a no makeup kind of simple look, because I think that's where these products really shine. I feel like that's where Milk Makeup really shines. They're very like editorial, very model skin like. Not that I have model skin in any way, but I feel like that's kind of like the look that will go with this the best and really get see how these products perform. So we're going to jump into that makeup tutorial right now, and we will see how everything pans out. All right, I zoomed you guys in a little bit, hopefully so you can see things a little bit better. Now, I do want to mention really quickly, if you don't know how to use any of these products, well, we're going to go over it today, but if you purchase this set and you're kind of confused, the little tag that hangs on there has an info card that if you unroll it, it says the ingredients and also says the directions. And of course, if you lost that or you don't have it, you can go onto Sephora's website and it'll tell you each and every individual product on how to use it. And the reason I noticed that, because I was confused myself on how to use the watermelon serum, not how to use it, but when to use the watermelon serum, this little guy right here, because I didn't know, do I put it before my skincare, after my skincare, what? So it says on the directions to just use it all over the face to hydrate and brighten. It didn't really say specifically, so I decided because of its consistency of a serum, I'm going to put it on after I cleanse and do my acne serum that I have before my moisturizer. Maybe I'll use my moisturizer. Let's see how it applies. So it's this cute little twisty guy. I did have a little bit of trouble just taking this topper off right now. It seems to have coagulated a little bit. So I don't know if that's normal. It's kind of just looking a little bit weird. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's not like perfect. I don't know. It's like creamy looking almost. Again, I'm not sure if that's normal. I'm not sure if that changes. It is a little bit warm in my house, but it's not like hot. I think I'm just warm, honestly. So let me just shut up though and see how it works. Let's apply this right on. I'm gonna roll some up. Ooh, it's very, very cooling. Very nice. Yeah, so the product's not warm necessarily. You guys hear it going on? It's like smushing around. The hardest part about these stick products I find is like, I don't really know how much I'm supposed to use, honestly. Oh, I think, this is gonna be hard to put my primer on top of. I don't think I can put my primer on top of this. I think I should have put my face moisturizer on first, because this is like almost a primer feeling. It's like kind of sticky. Interesting. See, but with serums, I'm so used to putting them on before a cream moisturizer, but I think that's not gonna mix right. Not like, it didn't melt down as much as I thought it would. It definitely had a very sticky sticky primer kind of feel. I'm gonna get into the Hydro Grip Primer in a second, but it almost kind of feels like the Hydro Grip Primer, honestly. But almost thicker. Weird. Okay, yeah, that is very, very, very sticky. I wouldn't personally just use this and head out the door. This would be a part of a makeup routine as long as it doesn't make anything weird. So next is the Cooling Water Gel. So this one says to use it right underneath the eyes, but I also read on Sephora's website that you can swipe this one all over too. Now, I already have one of these open from when I got it earlier this year, so I'm gonna use my one that's already halfway used. And the way I feel about this is, do I see a difference when I use it underneath the eyes or anywhere on my face? I don't think I see a difference, to be honest. I don't really think I do, but maybe it's helping. It feels really, really nice going on, and it doesn't make my situation worse. So I need to do like a side-by-side comparison one day and see, does it actually make a difference? Because it feels good. But is it a necessary product? I personally probably wouldn't buy the full size, or I wouldn't buy the mini just by itself again, just because I can't tell if there's a difference. But like I said, maybe I need to do side-by-side comparison and let you guys know. I probably should have done that already. But it is also have a sticky kind of feeling, not quite as sticky as this watermelon just now was. I'm very, very surprised by that watermelon. Oh my goodness. So I will be putting the fresh one aside, and I'll either be giving that away to somebody, or I will end up using it if I figure out if there's a difference of it. So now let's move on to the Hydro Grip Primer that we were talking about very briefly. So I picked up a little tiny itty bitty sample of this at Sephora. If you didn't know that you could do that at Sephora's, you definitely can with anything that they are able to sample out and they have a tester of. I was very intrigued. I had heard a lot of like 50-50 mixed feelings about this primer. People either loved it or they hated it. So I wanted to make sure I tried a sample beforehand. And let me tell you, I am on the love it train. Now, I haven't used it I've only used it 3 or 4 times in my little sample, and actually a little goes a long way, so I do really like that a lot. So this is actually a pretty big guy right here, so this should last me quite some time. But the reason why I have to say that I love it already, because you guys, I got this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation, and I have to say I was trying really hard to make it work. It wasn't just it had a lot of problems. It would separate, or it would look good right when I did it, and then it would look really weird. But this primer has saved this foundation, and I have not been able to find anything that pairs as well with this foundation as this primer does. So I have tested it alongside other foundations, 2 other ones, and it looked really, really beautiful as well. One of the foundations I tried it with didn't look good. However, nothing looks good with that foundation. Review coming soon of that one. But so I'm gonna be using this today, and I really enjoy it. Hopefully it doesn't interact weird with these other sticks that I use, because my face is still quite sticky from those sticks. They're putting the sticky in stick, but it's this nice little gel formula. But I do want to say, full disclaimer, it is very grippy. Hydro Grip Primer. Very, 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 very grippy, sticky translation. So I just gently smooth it on all over my face. And I have to say, this is a pretty good size. I think that this will last me quite some time, since that sample I've already used 4 times, and it's a tiny itty bitty jar, and I still have like half of it left. So I think the value, it really helps this set to have a better value, in my opinion, because it's more bang for your buck, baby. Sometimes we don't need the full sizes. Sometimes if the small size is available, I will pick that, because I review so much stuff, and I'm such a makeup junkie that it's like I'll never finish a full size anyways. So if it's available in a small mini size, that is, we're like this. Has a stick to it, definitely. Can you hear that? ASMR. I'm gonna go in now with a little bit of concealer. Obviously I have no foundation or concealers to try within this kit, but we do have bronzer and blush and highlight and everything. So I'm gonna be putting a little bit of the Covergirl True Naked concealer onto my cheeks, just because I have so much discoloration there that it kind of just helps me to feel more put together and blend it out when I put my foundation on top. All right, going in with that Bye Bye foundation from IT Cosmetics, and you guys, I cannot wait for you to see. Hopefully, like I said, the stick products didn't mess with how everything's gonna wear, because I was so sold when I put these pairings together on the Hydro Grip Primer. Like I said, I am on the train of a love it lady now. I'm loving this primer. Doing really, really good. Bippity bop. I know it's gonna be hard to tell, and you might just have to take my word for it, but hopefully you can see why I love this pairing, this combo, because my skin still looks like my skin. There's this beautiful glow, and the two marry together beautifully. This foundation does not look like this when I don't use this Hydro Grip primer. So I really enjoy that set, that combo, yada yada. I'm gonna apply a tiny bit of concealer just where I need it, and we're gonna move on. All right, so now moving on to their bronzer. So this is the bronzer in the shade Baked, and I know a lot of people really like this bronzer. So I did have trouble taking this little cap off too. It might be because my nails, I don't know, but a lot of chunkies left off in the cap, which makes me so sad. So I'm gonna take it, I wanna swipe it right on and see how that goes. So let's do that on one side. It's just, I'm worried about the little chunks now, but I put some, I want to make sure that it doesn't move the foundation and everything. So let's start with that. I'm going to take my little Iconic London HD blend brushes and just tap that. See how effortlessly or not effortlessly it blends out. I do really like that shade. That is a nice shade. So I kind of see what the fuss is about for that. And you know what? It did blend out very nicely. Foundation doesn't look patchy or anything. Okay. I like that. As you may or may not know, sometimes stick, blushes, bronzers, all of that can swipe away the foundation and just make it a patchy mess. But that is quite nice. Yeah, okay, let's keep using that way. And to be specific, I am kind of patting and pressing it out. I'm not like rubbing it at all, so that might help too with preventing it from getting patchy or weird. And I know some people will actually take their brush and then pat it on like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, I see what the fuss is about for that. Okay, I get it now. I get the appeal. That's nice. I'm just taking the beauty blender and just making sure my, my contour is nice and sharp, 'cause that's how I like it. Sharp but blended. And then I'm gonna take this little tiny Iconic London blend brush and blend out under the lippers and do the little nosy poo. And then I'm just gonna take my sponge and just gently pat it. That way it's not too harsh of a nose contour. And I need a little bit of bronziness up here. Let's see how it blends out with the sponge. Why not? I don't like it as much with the sponge. It's fine. I just feel like this works a little bit better. Doesn't dilute it as much. Now I'm gonna go in with this cute little baby highlighter called Blitz. I know it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but it has like that little bit of sheen, hopefully you can see. Now all of these sticks, by the way, do say to just swipe on and blend out, so that is why I've been doing it that way. Just FYI, I noticed I didn't mention that in the bronzer. So let's try. I'm so scared because right now my face looks so nice and so glowy, and highlighters are usually what really patch up on me. So let's try it. Gotta try it. I'm gonna take my finger and just, okay. It's doing it. Meh. Oh man. I know it's probably so hard to tell on camera, but I can see where it's like patching away. It's not terrible. It's definitely not the worst. Actually, you know what? It's only when like I stretch out my skin like this that I see it. Otherwise, I don't think I see it. So maybe it's okay. But to be safe, let me take it on my finger and pat it out that way, and hopefully that'll prevent that from happening. Okay, yeah, that saved it. So I don't see it. However, it's not as highlighty now. I do want to say this Blitz shade is I see like glitter flecks in it. So if you don't like to have any kind of glitter flecks, then you might want to pass on this highlighter. I mean, everything else is going really well, so I'm not saying pass on this set necessarily, but yeah. I like a really banging highlighter, but I don't necessarily always want, see? Swiping it just isn't great because I can see it streaking the foundation. But then when I pat it out, it kind of tones it down. So I think it's okay, but it might be very dependent upon what foundation base you use. Might be really finicky with that. Yeah, I think it's better to apply with a finger. So I will continue to do that everywhere else. It's more of that kind of slightly damp kind of highlighter, but with glitter flecks. I'm just not getting that bangarang kind of glow that I usually get with a stick highlighter. But if you like that glossy look, that might work, but I don't know if you can see. Let me get my light. I hope that you can see what I'm talking about with this glitter. Can you see that? The glitter flakes? Oh, I can definitely see it now. I mean, it has a great shine when you put a light right there, but you know what I'm talking about with that itty bitty microscopic glitter flakes in there. So you decide for yourself if you like that or not, and I think that's enough of that. Let's move on. Now I'm going in with the Glow Oil for lips and cheeks, and this is in the shade Glimmer. This one also says to swipe it on and build up if preferred, so you can build it just like the rest. I think this one came out earlier this year. Nothing really has a smell, by the way, which is pretty nice, I think. So I kind of want to swatch it for you guys and see. Ooh, that is really, really pretty. Yeah, it's like a glow oil tint, and that looks really, really nice. And it says you can build it up too if you'd like. So I like that, you know, idea in theory. Let's see if it pans out. It says to swipe it on, but I'm so nervous. I'll swipe it on one side and I'll tap on the other. Looks kind of crazy when I put it that way. Let's just tap out with my finger and see how it goes. That shade is really pretty, but I feel like it might have the glitter flecks in there too. It has some kind of sheen. I guess that's what gives it that kind of reflective glowy look maybe. I don't know, it might be mixed with the highlighter. No, I definitely see the little sparkles in there, so it does have some glitter in there. I don't usually love glitter in my blush, but if it looks good from far away, then maybe it's okay. Let me try putting it on with a finger now. Yeah, I definitely think it looks better tapped on with a finger because you can control it a little bit better, but also it melted into the underlying products much better. This one, it's kind of getting weird on my pores. Like it's kind of patchy, like some red areas that are like really in the pores, and then this side it's more smooth. You're supposed to be able to use it on your lips as well. So I'm gonna take a little bit. Should I just swipe it on? Sure, why not? That's actually really pretty on the lips. And since it's oil based, it feels really nice too. Yeah, I definitely feel like that's that kind of blotted lip look. Just a little hint of color. That's really pretty. I know that there's a lot more shades in this too, so keep that in mind if you're interested in the full sizes. That's actually quite nice. So we'll see how it wears. I don't know if it's a stain at all. I don't know if it'll help with that, but that's lovely, quite lovely. So maybe it is worth it. I don't know. You can decide if that's worth it for just a lip or if you like it for the cheeks anyways. I definitely think tapping it on was a much better choice. So we only have one more product to try, and that is the Kush mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows quickly and just a very simple eye look. That way you can really see the mascara for what it is, and I'll be back in a jiffy jam. All right. Back. Now I'm gonna go in with the Kush mascara. Now I got this one earlier this year, again in that whole Sephora birthday set, and I really like this mascara a lot. However, I just noticed, like literally while I'm talking, that this is not the same packaging that I had before. The packaging that I had was the silver tube, but this one is like a matte gray. Maybe it, whatever, that might not be, it might not matter. Yeah, same ounces, so whatever, okay. 0.10 fluid ounces for both of them, or 3 ml. So hopefully everything is the same with that. It's more lightweight. The brush looks the same, so it shouldn't really matter what the outside packaging looks like. Let's just try it on though and see. So I already curled my lashes and dropped the mirror. What I like about this mascara so much is they look fanned out, fluffy, and pretty. And I love it on days that I don't want to do a lot of makeup or I have more of like a natural look, because they just look soft and elegant and just nice. That is why I like this mascara. So to me, is this mascara worth the hype? Yes, I think so. I really like it. I haven't had to buy a full size yet because I keep getting these little guys, but I like it. Look at it. Fanned out, beautiful. I used this for the first time on one of my videos. I think I was trying a bunch of minis, and that's when I fell in love with this. And there are the lashes with a second coat. Now the second coat did build up quite a bit, so they're more voluminous. If you want a more soft and subtle look, just go in, you know, a few times like that with one coat and then don't repeat it again. If you want a thicker consistency like this, go in a second time. All right, you guys, final thoughts and opinions time. So overall, I think that this set does have a good value for $39 considering how much each of these minis are by themselves. Now I have some favorites and I have some fails, I think, in my opinion, and what I like. So obviously my favorites are the Hydro Grip Primer, the Kush mascara I love, and I now love that bronzing stick in the shade Baked. I can see what the hype is all about. I think that I have a very soft, natural contour. Overall, my skin just looks very healthy and natural. It looks like my skin. I went over to my bathroom mirror where I usually get ready in, and I was like, wow, this does look really, really good. Sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, in this lighting in here. So when I go in there, that's like the true test. And I feel like this is kind of the makeup that I've been trying to accomplish with so many different brands and so many different concepts that actually looks like my skin, but just more perfected. That's kind of what this gave me. There are a couple fails in my opinion. I didn't really love the blush. It kind of did a weird thing on my cheeks, but it definitely did better tapped on. And I feel like it has some kind of glitter flecks, unless somehow that mixed in with the highlighter. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I'll have to keep playing with that and see if I can build it up a little bit, because it's barely there. So it turns into a moot point. But on the lips, it looks really, really pretty. I really like it on the lips. It seems to be lasting quite nicely, and it's just like a hint of color, my lips but better, but moisturized. Not getting weird or anything. Just, it feels really, really nice and wearable. The highlighting stick, I'm not really in love with, honestly, because of that silver glitter flecks in there. I feel like it just doesn't match the rest of my face. Like, I feel like I have a very natural, glowy look going on, and then you see these glitter flecks on my cheeks, and it's just like, wait, what happened? That's kind of a loss for me. And then with these sticks right here, the cooling sticks, I don't know, it's kind of hard to base off of first impressions. The watermelon one, I can't say that it brightened or anything. It does have a very, very sticky feel. So does the cooling stick, but the watermelon's even more sticky. So if you cannot stand that sticky feel, then none of these three products you're gonna like. But then again, that's kind of stick formulas for you. But I'll have to keep testing the watermelon and see if I see a difference in that. Again, I don't think I would wear it as just like a skincare product because it was so sticky, but now my face isn't sticky now that everything's on top. And I will say, I don't feel the need to put on a setting powder. I almost thought I needed to do the under eyes, but then I put my eyeshadow on and then I was like, you know what? I don't. Nothing's creasing. Everything looks fine. I don't feel like I need to powder. Now, I'm not oily. If you are oily, you might have to powder a little bit, but for dry skin, everything seems to be fine. I'm not like sticky. I don't feel like I'm transferring at this point in time. It just looks nice. So I'm liking that combination. So I think for 2 out of the 7 products in here to not be in love with, I feel like that's pretty good in my opinion. But you guys let me know down in the comments below if this is a set that you'd be interested in, or if there are any little pieces within the set that you might want to try individually. I love when companies come out with these little kits, especially ones that are full year-round products that you don't only get during the holidays, because that way, if you fall in love with it, you can still get it. That's pretty obvious. So that is it for today's video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the first of many holiday collections that I will be reviewing. So if you are new to my channel and this is the first time you stopped by, I would love it if you would consider going down and hitting that red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post those videos, those holiday videos, and all my other videos. I post about 3 times a week, and you don't want to miss out on any of that fresh to death content. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that every single one of you out there, every single one of you, yes, you, have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, beautiful day.